insiders claim that Bambi is furious after learning that Karlie allegedly spent the night with Lil. It all began with whispers, which evolved into murmurs, which then erupted into full-blown chaos. The internet is on fire and social media is going crazy over the shocking claims made by Bambi herself, who is calling out Karlie Red in a way that no one saw coming. The worst part, though, is that Bambi isn't just talking, she's threatening to reveal everything. According to sources, she has proof, and if what we're hearing is accurate, Karlie and Scrappy's entire secret could be revealed. What exactly is Bambi holding? And why is she so certain that Karlie won't be able to talk her way out of this one? The drama is about to blow up and tension is at an all-time high. Stay tuned because this story is only getting wilder. The truth, or at least Bambi's version of it, is going to rock the internet. The tension had been building for weeks, but nobody anticipated it would blow up the way it did. It all began when Bambi started leaving mysterious clues on social media. Fans immediately went into detective mode, trying to figure out who she was talking about after she posted something, and then outright called out a specific person. Some of these so-called women out here really have no shame. However, when she posted again, this time tagging Karlie Reed in a shady tweet, the internet went crazy. I hope you don't think you can just. All it took to send fans into a frenzy was for Bambi to say, "Slide around with someone else's man and it won't come back to you." Did Bambi really have something on Karlie? At first, Karlie tried to act indifferent, brushing it off as if it were nothing. But she went on Instagram Live laughing with her. She was worried because she knew what Bambi had. According to people close to the situation, everything went down after a wild industry party in Atlanta, a few nights prior to Bambi's online meltdown. "You all know people love making up stuff for attention," her friend said, but her nervous smile and the way she kept checking her phone told a different story. Karlie and Scrappy had arrived separately, or at least that's what they wanted people to think, but according to several eyewitnesses, they didn't depart separately. One insider revealed that they saw Karlie and Scrappy all over each other the entire night, and it wasn't even like they were. They were attempting to be cunning while whispering and touching, which surprised Scrappy because she wasn't concerned about people noticing. However, Karlie was soaking it up, and by the end of the night, they had vanished from sight. Normally, this kind of behavior would be dismissed as rumors, but Bambi wasn't buying it because she had already been. Bambi was already on edge when one of her close friends who also attended the party dropped the bombshell in her direct message to her friend. "I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but you need to see it." She was suspicious of Scrappy acting strangely lately, coming home late, being chatty on his phone, and avoiding questions. This for yourself attached was a screenshot that made Bambi's stomach drop. It was a text message thread between Karlie Red and someone else where Karlie was bragging about spending the night with Scrappy. He still dotted, "We had a time last night, but I ain't saying too much unless she pushed me." Allah, Bambi saw red. Unless she pushed me. Was Karlie Red really out here? The very next morning, Bambi decided that enough was enough and took to social media in a way that no one had ever seen before. The level of disrespect is insane. Imagine thinking you won something that was never yours in the first place, girl. I hope you enjoyed this brief moment because, believe me, it will end badly. Down very soon. And then the last warning, stay tuned. I have something you all need to see. The internet went crazy, and fans knew what that meant. Bambi had proof, but what exactly did she have? Screenshots, voice notes, a video. The possibilities were endless, and the tension was unbearable. Meanwhile, Karlie Red had stopped posting, showing any signs of weakness, and when someone is so silent during a storm, it only indicates that they are afraid. However, the situation was more serious than a few cryptic posts. It was personal. Bambi wasn't just coping with a rumor. She had actual receipts and was prepared to release them. Behind the scenes, Bambi was collecting evidence by calling and talking to witnesses who had seen Karlie and Scrappy together. She wasn't going into this unprepared, but late that evening, Bambi shared an Instagram story that shocked social media. In just one sentence, "You were all prepared for the truth," and within minutes, Every major gossip page had screenshotted, shared, and reposted the post, leaving fans glued to their screens, constantly refreshing their feeds, anticipating what would happen next. Afterwards, when Bambi finally revealed the first clue, it was worse than anyone had anticipated. It was a grainy, blurry still image from what appeared to be a surveillance camera. At first, it wasn't clear, but people began enlarging the image because they were trying to understand what they were seeing. A man and a woman together in what appeared to be a dimly lit. Fans were already speculating that it must have been Scrappy because of the way he was dressed and the lighting in the hotel hallway. But the woman in the comment section blew up. "That's Karlie read. I had no idea, but Bambi caught them. This is crazy. What comes next?" That was only the beginning. Bambi hadn't even released the entire video yet. She was just getting started, and the internet was already. Fans were analyzing every pixel of the blurry photo that Bambi had shared, comparing close, zooming in, and discussing whether or not it was actually Karlie and super happy in that hallway. However, Bambi wasn't finished. She allowed the tension to build for a few hours, allowing the internet to go crazy with rumors. Every major gossip blob had picked up the story, and Hollywood had even unlocked some mainstream news sites began covering it, and Karlie's comment section read, "A mess girl you got caught just admitted. We all knew that Scrappy was messy, but this is next level Scrappy's going to act like this. He's not well, okay." Despite all the commotion, Karlie Red hadn't responded, said anything, or denied anything, and that silence said volumes. "I tried to keep quiet, I really did, but when someone treats you disrespectfully and believes they can get away with it, the truth is coming out loud and clear. If you thought that was just a picture, stay tuned because I got the video that went viral on the internet. This was no longer just rumors and speculation." Bambi was speculating that she had real video of Karlie Red and Scrappy together, and she was going to release it. Meanwhile, Karlie was frantically working behind the scenes, according to people close to her, and she was furious not only at Bambi, but also at Scrappy. One insider revealed that she was going crazy and telling him to fix this before it got worse, but Scrappy was. Some claim he turned off his phone in an attempt to avoid the storm, while others say he was at home arguing with Bambi behind closed doors, trying to persuade her not to post the footage. He allegedly told her, "You really going to do this? You really going to put it out there like that?" But Bambi wasn't backing down, and she reportedly snapped back, saying, "You did this, not me." Bambi had always been a fighter, but this was war, and at precisely 900 p.m., the moment everyone had been waiting for finally arrived. The world is going to know exactly who you are, and the tension between them has never been higher. When Bambi went live on Instagram, hundreds of people joined in a matter of seconds, and the number continued to rise to 50 views. She sat there looking straight into the camera, her expression calm but cold. "I won't give away too much," she began. "I just want you all to see the truth for yourselves, since some people want to lie, since some people want to play in my face like I ain't got receipts. Okay, let's play." 120,000 people wanted to know if she was truly going to release the video. The screen went black, and a shaky video began to play. It appeared to be security footage from a hotel hallway, and the timestamp in the corner indicated that it was from the same mic as the party. At first, it was difficult to tell who was in the video, but then two figures entered the frame, a man and a woman. The man was undoubtedly Scrappy, based on his movements and attire, and the woman was Karlie. The video didn't end there. As the clip went on, Scrappy and Karlie were seen standing close to each other, whispering, and Karlie laughing while touching his chest. Scrappy pulled her in closer, and then they vanished into a hotel room. The screen went black, and then, just like that, Bambi had the receipts. "I can't believe it. Karlie, you got see, ain't no way out of this one. Scrappy was just with Bambi last week, and now this is the way Bambi just dropped this and left iconic." While behind the scenes, Karlie was in complete chaos. The live stream ended without any exclamation or additional commentary, just plain proof. Within minutes, the internet erupted, and memes began to flood in. Bambi, meanwhile, was celebrating with her girls while sipping wine and watching the internet go crazy. Just when people thought things couldn't get any messier, Karlie Red finally broke her silence by posting a video of herself sitting in her car, looking tired and frustrated. Scrappy was reportedly on the phone with her team, desperately trying to figure out how to spend this time. She began, "And you all genuinely believe everything you see, and that video proves something. Let me tell you something though, people will stop at nothing to make you look bad. I have my own receipts, and trust me, the truth will come out." She smirked as she ended the video, and that's when things took a turn that nobody saw coming. Karlie wasn't just. When Karlie Red did the unthinkable, she flipped the script. The internet had just barely recovered from Bambi's bombshell, so people expected a weak denial, some damage control, maybe even silence. But Karlie went full attack mode and posted another video. People love to believe the first thing they see, but what if I told you that Bambi isn't as innocent as she wants you to believe? Boom, the internet froze. Carrie kept leaning closer to the camera, as if she wanted to expose me. No, let's talk about her. From inside her home, she appeared calm, almost amused, as if she knew something that no one else did. She then produced her own receipts, screenshots, and DMS text messages from Scrappy. These weren't from months ago. Rather, they were very, very recent. One screenshot showed Scrappy texting Karlie at 2 in the morning. "We were releasing videos, so let's dump everything. I missed our conversation last week, Scrappy. Could we just talk? Karlie, you have a whole wife. Are you sure you want to do this Scrappy thing? It's not good between us. You already know how it is." The comment section exploded, and it wasn't Scrappy TX. "Wait a minute, Bambi, what's going on? We need you to respond right away." But she wasn't finished. She swiped to another screenshot, and she played a voicemail. You see, Bambi believed she had all the power. Karlie said smugly, "I don't even know what to do anymore," through low and regretful man. "I'm tired, Carrie. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of pretending. I just wish things were different." Fans lost it. This wasn't just a one-night thing. This wasn't just a random hookup. Scrappy was emotionally invested. The internet was in ruins, and people who had been dragging Karlie just hours before were now turning on Bambi. Bambi played the victim, but her own man was pursuing her. This whole situation is a miss, so Bambi was exposed, but Karlie just exposed Scrappy, and then Karlie dropped the actual nail in the coffin. A video, not a security camera, because the truth always comes out. Scrappy was sitting on her couch in her house last week, and the camera captured her voice saying, "You really come to sit here and lie after everything?" Scrappy looked exhausted and defeated. "I'm not lying," he muttered. "I just didn't want to hurt anybody." Karlie zoomed in on his face, and you already did. Everyone was local, including Bambi's most devoted fans, were stunned by the social media explosion that followed the video cutoff. This wasn't just a random accusation. It was evidence that Scrappy had been skulking before the hotel night, proving that Karlie wasn't just a sidekick, but rather someone he truly cared about, and that Bambi wasn't just dealing with one betrayal. She was dealing with the entire secret relationship, and all of a sudden the story changed. Bambi wasn't just the disgraced wife who exposed her cheating husband. She was the one being played within minutes. The hashtag Justice for Karlie began trending, and Bambi made a sincere attempt to break up with Karlie, but Karlie ended their relationship. Scrappy is the true villain here, and we're going to be hugging Carrie and sneaking into hotels one day. Then, I need Bambi to respond immediately. For the first time that night, Bambi was silent. People bombarded her page, demanding answers. What's the truth, Burrow? Karlie just ended your entire plot by saying, "Sell, Scrappy was in her house and ain't no coming back." An hour went by, and Bambi still didn't respond until midnight, when she finally posted, but without a response. When everyone thought the drama couldn't get any more intense, Bambi decided to take things to the next level. The internet was waiting for her response, and Karlie had completely turned the situation upside down. Instead of providing an explanation, the video was just one sentence. "This ain't over." the saga was far from over. At 3 o'clock a.m., Bambi, who was Scrappy in her home, had no choice but to fight back, and she didn't hold back. Bambi walked left. There was no pre-recorded footage or meticulously edited clips. It was all raw, unfiltered, and utterly messy. She was sitting in her car with her hair tied up and her eyes puffy, looking tired and irritated. "Would you all really want to understand the truth?" she said, shaking her head. "Okay, let's talk about the truth." The comment section exploded, and at last she said, "Karlie, you look stressed out, girl, on Bambi." I took a deep breath, but first, let's be clear about something she said. Carrie isn't exposed, no T-Tang. She just confirmed what I already knew about the shift in energy that people expected her to. Bambi scoffed and lowered her voice as if she were going to drop a bombshell. "I wasn't just exposing Karlie, you know. I was testing Scrappy, and guess what? He failed it." The internet paused. Hold on, what that does. Instead, she owned it. "You think I didn't know that Scrappy was creeping around with Carrie? I had my suspicions that Scrappy was lying, so I set him up. I had my friend contact Carrie, who admitted that I was going to drop receipts and tell her that I had a video that would ruin her. Then, for dramatic effect, she paused, and guess what she did? This is turning into a whole Netflix series." Bambi smirked at this point. She immediately went to Scrappy, and the comments were going crazy. "Then, this is Q, telling me that BKK Sass had a whole plan." Bambi shook her head, and you all saw what happened next. She claimed to have panicked and began sending texts and videos, but let me tell you something that only made her look worse. She took out her own phone, which you all want to see. I thought it was funny, so she turned the screen to reveal more text messages between Scrappy and Bambi. These messages were even more shocking, so please don't do this, Scrappy baby. "You know I love you, Bambi, and you love me, so why were you at Karlie's house, Scrappy?" "It wasn't even like that, I just needed to talk to someone." "Oh, I understand." Bambi zoomed in on one final message saying, "Scrappy, please don't put this online. I can't handle no more drama." She looked at the camera, and guess what she said? "I put it online anyway." Perfectly, you just got caught. The internet was in flames, so Scrappy being for his life, so he really will try to have it both his ways. Just in time for Scrappy's entire career, she was playing for DCS, while Karlie was playing checkers. Scrappy Pie took it up, you finished. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse for Scrappy, Bambi pulled out the last piece of evidence. The game over the comment section was losing its mind. Bambi realized. "This was recorded 2 days ago." She said, "I just don't want to be our lone man. I messed up, I know I did, but I don't know what to do anymore." Then there was silence, followed by a woman's voice that was cool and collected. She stopped lying, and then she clicked play. The live stream ended abruptly, and the internet was left unfinished. Chaos, leaving everyone unsure of what to believe. Was Karlie truly a victim? Did Bambi Beaches play the entire internet? Scrappy was the biggest liar of them all. One thing was certain though, this wasn't over yet. Then it was Scrappy's, and suddenly the internet was completely turned upside down. Bambi didn't just expose Karlie and Scrappy. She played the entire game and came out on top. But the question now is what will happen next? Karlie Red isn't the type to keep quiet for long. Will she try to clear his name with more receipts, or is this just the start of a bigger gear scandal? One thing is certain though, this story is far from over, and we need to hear from you. Are you on the Bambi side, or are you on the Karlie side? Do you think Scrappy is the genuine villain in all of this, who is actually speaking the truth, and who is merely attempting to make a statement? Please share your thoughts in the comments section at this time. This drama is unfolding quickly, so please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Turn and now I've test secrets due to your. The upcoming upgrade will be even more. Keep checking back because this is a scandal that is only beginning.